It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
None of these people know anything. Nobody knows nothing. And I say that respectfully because we haven't made it to where anybody knows anything. I think it's important for people to understand we're not making this about attention and a spectacle. It's not about a decision or anything like that. He has a choice to make. He has a business choice to make. We're not going to sit here and decide or allow someone else to decide when he makes that decision or that choice. It's a business choice that he's making. And I think as an athlete, why is it that an athlete has to rush his choice? From a business perspective, you are making a choice between jobs, high-level jobs, and you've earned the right. You're a big-time executive that's with an unbelievable, arguably the best resume in the history of your job. Who's rushing you?
Okay.
Nobody.
That's Rich Paul, LeBron James' agent. And even for people who were pretty patient and not irritated, I think they're getting patient and impatient and irritated. But apparently there's no rush.
Got to play the victim, man. People are rushing us. Can't do it. Woe is me. I mean, you've had over a month. You've actually had longer because you knew the Lakers weren't going to renew you.
Yep.
That was pretty obvious. So no one's buying it. And continue to play the victim. Everybody wants to be the victim. I'm the victim working with you.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I'm the victim working with Alex.
I didn't find it that irritating, but my gosh. Because literally everybody else is making a decision and there's a schedule to put out.
Oh, they can put out the schedule.
National TV partners all want his games.
Sure, but he can tell Adam Silver, this is what I'm going to do, but I don't want to announce it until October.
It'll leak. No trust.
It'll leak. I don't know about it'll leak.
It will leak. Will Chamberlain's Laker warm-up jacket sells for $89,600. You know anybody who's into memorabilia down there in L.A.? You come across those types at all? I don't know. Those people up here, I guess, are into memorabilia too.
I think they're all over the country.
Yeah,
I do.
That's a crazy amount of money for a warm-up jacket.
Actually, for a warm-up jacket, I didn't think it was that crazy compared to what some of the other stuff is out there that is mind-boggling. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, whatever, a card. When you think about it from that perspective, I saw that and thought, no.
At least you could put the warm-up jacket on the wall. It's more of a talking point or something.
Well, you can wear it to parties. I interviewed Wilt. Didn't like my question one time.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. How'd you end up interviewing him?
He called me up. No, there was in San Pedro, California. They did this thing where they started a sports walk of fame. You know, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would have in downtown there, right by Petros Papadakis' family's Greek restaurant. They would put the thing in there, have the name in the sidewalk, and then they'd have a ship that would be docked because the harbor was right across the street, basically. And then they'd have a big lunch, big fancy spiel.
Oh.
And so
he got honored at that, and you covered it for the local paper and got to interact with him.
Yeah. And so I asked him something along the lines, come on, Walt, you've had so many awards. Where's this? This. I kind of slanted it, trying to get a reaction. This can't be that big of a deal. Easy, stilt. So he didn't like the question.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
Owners expect another extension for Roger Goodell in the coming months. Contract negotiations, his current contract ends in March. Negotiations already apparently pretty far down the road. They got a new TV deal coming up. He's expected to have a big role in that. He's made them a lot of money. He will continue to make them even more money. 18th game coming, more international games, more cash flowing in. Another $1 billion worth of revenue growth headed their way. So Roger Goodell expected to get another
Did he
contract.
do it or did the sport do it?
It's probably a combination of both, but since he was there and it was happening, he gets to cash in. I guess that, he's probably had to push a little bit on the international front, but it does seem like it's there for the taking. People like events. And it's an event in London. It's an event in Mexico City. It's become an event in Brazil, apparently. It'll be an event in Germany. And he'll keep targeting big European cities and adding a few more spots around the globe. Obviously, they're going to Australia this year. Packers and defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt reached a 3-year, $57 million contract extension. That former Steelers star Le'Veon Bell arrested in Ohio in a warrant tied to a child support case. So,
Well, that's a bad story. Let's end it on a good story, though.
what do you have?
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers taking photos, put them up on social media. Hashtag fam. Except he hasn't had much interaction with his mom, his dad, or sibling. And all of a sudden, picture of mom, dad, and sibling, and everybody looking like they're having a good time. So whatever the issue or issues were, apparently they've come to some type of terms with them. They look like they were smiling and happy, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time healing wounds there, I guess.
Nice.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
So they're real. People have talked about that. They've opined about the frustrations that bring them to the point of saying we should look at something significantly different. I do not believe that is a leverage point. I think that's just honest communication. And so understand that beneath the observation is frustration. But I also know the pride with which I spoke of 13 national championships. And there is meaning and value. And I do think a national expectation that we participate in a national organization. But that national organization must function in a healthy manner.
That's Greg Sankey, Commissioner of the SEC, talking about the SEC breaking away. Honest conversations. It's not a leverage point. Sure it is. It can be an honest conversation, a leverage point at the same time. It's absolutely a leverage point. So will something get done in Congress? Because it's really not up to the NCAA or any other. Anything they do gets struck down in the courts. They've lost over and over again. So without antitrust protection or some kind of legislation, it's going to keep happening.
Antitrust.
Yep. It's going to keep
I
happening.
have no idea what that means. You're the antitrust. That's a.
I bet you had an ASU class that mentioned antitrust.
And I bet I didn't know it then. What do you flight attendants say when you get off the plane?
Bye-bye.
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 See ya. Go ahead, do it. Take Notre Dame, take BYU, take whoever you want, and go ahead and do it. Ruin the game. I'll show you. I'm going to take my ball and go home.
Wrecking NCAA tournaments everywhere.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. And I dare you, as you would say.
A double dog dare you.
Well, you never say that. It's just somebody who doesn't shoot to three. It's a daring him to shoot. You never say double dog daring him to shoot. So, well, go ahead. Do it. Just quit talking about it and do it. Let's see how it looks.
Because it's a leverage point. He doesn't really want to do it.
Then stop talking about it.
That's how he gets leverage.
What leverage do they
Let it
have?
rumor.
What leverage do they need that they don't have?
Trying to scare senators into voting for it.
Scare senators?
Intimidate them. Yep.
Well, first of all, if I take a senator from one party and a senator from the other party, those two aren't going to agree on anything. That's the world we live in. So we already know that. So I think it's falling on deaf ears. Go ahead, do it, man. Get it over with. Run your own thing. Go form whatever you want to form. Go ahead.
New coach Will Stein says Kentucky will win big, quote, because of me, close quote.
That's exactly what I said in 2002 when we started this show.
Will win big because of me.
Yeah, you doubted me.
Close quote.
Everybody in the world doubted me except one person, me. And my old lady. That's it. I hear you.
That's why coaches get all the money. They're going to win because of them. Might sound weird for him to say it, but nonetheless, that's why they're paying coaches the big money. Josh Heupel confident in Tennessee's offense. Got options at quarterback. Tennessee in the playoff 2 years ago. Got worked by Ohio State. See if they can get back in. Missouri's Ahmad Hardy healed from a gunshot wound. His status still to be determined. Not sure I understand that. If he's healed, why isn't he ready to go? He's second leading rusher in the country last year.
It's antitrust. You just don't have it. So what you're saying is you don't have trust in that statement. So you have antitrust.
LSU cancels the future football series with Arizona State. The off-delayed and now canceled series. You probably knew this. I was surprised to read the 25-year history of we're playing, we got to bounce it back a few years, we got to bounce it back again, and now we're not doing it. LSU series with Utah still in the books, at least for now. We'll see. It's just part of them going to 9 SEC games.
Yeah, I don't understand why they have to cancel these things. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I don't care. It's not anything I'm going to lose sleep over, but it doesn't make any sense to me why you have to cancel it.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Now you hack away, I think. Or maybe you try to bunt again. Yep, they're going to. The bunt is down, and it's fumbled by the first baseman, and the Royals win it.
3-0. It hits Adele, and the Angels walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. Wow.
Swung on and destroyed. It's on its way. Upper deck just short. Going sail away. Grand slam. Cal Raleigh.
First pitch to Turner. Swung on. Hit down the left field line. It is hooking. Fair. It hits the pole. It's a home run, a 3-run home run for Trey Turner. The Dodgers think it's in play. It is not.
Phillies end up beating the Dodgers 10-7. A wild game there. Phillies end up with the W. The Boston Red Sox walk off the Baltimore Orioles, make it 14 in a row, PK. How far are they going to stretch it out? Club record is 15. Here we go.
Well, baseball, it's just a crazy game in this way. The Cubs at one point lost 10 in a row. Mm-hmm. Before that, they had won 20 of 23. You just never know with this sport. That's what makes it exciting to a lot of different people is that you can get hot. Every team has the dream of getting hot. We've seen it with the Phillies. They sucked earlier, fired their manager, and now they just beat the Dodgers. Bryce Harper hit his 200th home run. He turns 34 in November. He's not really a home run hitter in a true sense, but they got hot. And so that's the dream every team has of getting hot. And things go your way, and all of a sudden you become unstoppable.
Capture that lightning in a bottle, and suddenly you're the it team. Other games, the Angels come from behind to beat the Cardinals. You heard that, winning on a hit by pitch. The Angels, 106 games in a row without coming from behind in the ninth inning to win. By far the longest streak in the majors. They finally pull it off and get their come from behind ninth inning victory.
Is that right? You're reading that, aren't you?
No, I saw it last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And you're there for the people at all times.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Well, name me a time.
Some other stuff I didn't know. I didn't know Bryce Harper, that was home run 200. So there's that. And you heard Cal Raleigh go deep. Mariners beat the Reds 8-0.
After they walked a batter ahead of him. See, I got it right here, though. I subscribe to MLB.com, and it just says it right here.
DJ and PK.
Look at it every morning.
Hashtag BYU.
BYU basketball releasing their 2026-2027 non-conference basketball schedule, guaranteed to face 3 teams to reach the NCAA tournament: Ohio State, Queens, and Utah State. Other potential interesting games: Omaha, San Diego State on the schedule, and PK, a tournament that catches your eye and brings memories flooding back.
Yeah, they're going to Maui, yeah. I've been there several times. It's a beautiful tournament. It's hard to do a lot of stuff there while you're there because I play those games in the middle of the day for TV purposes back in the mainland. But it's fun to be there. I've got many memories there. Bringing my parents and getting into the hotel, which is now a timeshare hotel over there on the west side. And we're going to stay in the room together. She immediately lights up. I said, "You can't smoke in here." "Oh, I'll just go out on the balcony." "You can't smoke on the balcony. They can smell it. They'll get charged $200. So she would get up every morning early and go outside, downstairs, and smoke. And they came, played Kapalua with my father the day after. Another time I was there, Thanksgiving Day, got a call from my sister. "Your father just had a heart attack." And he ended up living another 10 years. But he had the heart attack on Thanksgiving Day, and we were coming back that day. And that was, I went to Los Angeles, and instead of catching a flight here with my wife and kids, I took the flight over to Arizona. And that was when they were firing Gary Croton. And so I was bedside at the time, and somebody on that message board thing, the Cougar thing, said that I had been suspended. And meanwhile, Tom Holmoe calling me while I'm literally bedside to make sure, or to check in how everything is going, because where is he? And he found out, his father had a heart attack. And so on the message thing, they said that I had been suspended.
Oops. Forerunners to social media. Super accurate.
Yeah. But it's a good opportunity to play some quality competition, most likely.
Arizona, BYU, Clemson, Colorado State, Ole Miss, Providence, VCU, and Washington. Those are the 8 teams going out to Maui this year.
Yeah, maybe they would have Arizona and BYU in the opposite brackets.
Think so, having the 2 Big 12 teams there.
Yes.
Setting up the possibility of so many meetings between BYU and Arizona this year. Playing Maui, play a couple times in the regular season, play in the conference.
Well, certainly that would be attractive to us. I would like to see that in the final game on that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I think they still play it on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That'd be great. There's one other time there I was covering it, and the Utes were in it, and I think it was Indiana and Duke were in it, and so they had like an open air Sunday press conference. And Donnie Daniels was sitting in for Majerus, and they had said Rick Majerus had a prior commitment. And as the thing is getting started, and there was Bob Knight talking, here comes Majerus right out of the workroom, all sweaty, with a towel over his shoulder. That was his commitment.
Hey. Because Bob Knight has to show up doesn't mean he needs to miss a workout or a trip to the beach.
And those workouts really made a difference.
Clearly. So those tip times, basically you can have breakfast on the beach and then you go to the gym and go to work after brunch on the beach?
Yeah, you're there in the middle of the day.
Because the time difference to the East Coast must be like 6 hours.
Yeah. And that time I took my parents, my father, I got him a ticket to go to the game. And it's in the dinky. It's a bad high school gym. You know, high school gyms now these days are awesome. And this is an old
one.
Yeah, and it's basically a little civic center. So he was sitting right behind there's just bleachers, like 10 rows of bleachers. So he's sitting in the first row, and Majerus got a tee because it was a horrible call. And I got to give Majerus credit. He, towards the end, for like the last 7-8 years, he barely said boo to the referees, unless it was some foul discrepancy. Well, this one was like a travel, clearly right in front of him, and it should have been called, no question. So he goes back and slams the water cooler, and the thing pops open and spills on my father.
Well, now I remember that happening. Now I want to go back and see that.
And he, you know, my father just didn't have the finances to do any of that stuff, and so he loved it. He just loved being there. I got him into the press room, and he loved that, and it was a great experience for them.
BYU will play exhibition games with Nebraska in the Marriott Center and UNLV in the Thomas and Mack Center. And that exhibition game at UNLV is their sole true road game. They're playing San Diego State and Palm Springs. So they will go out of state. But most of the games, Maui obviously, they're traveling. Most of the games at the Marriott Center, they do have a game with Northwestern in the Delta Center.
Yeah, a few years back, Palm Springs built a nice regular-size arena just on the east side of I-10. And so that's a great opportunity there. And that's a series that should continue. It's usually two pretty good teams. They've obviously been playing each other for years. I like that they can continue to do that wherever it might be, if it's home or away, or in this case neutral. I really don't care. It's a good game that people will pay attention to.
They also have Ohio State at the Delta Center. So Monday, November 2nd, that should be a tough ticket, right? You'd like to think?
Yeah. I suppose. Delta Center's pretty big, but yeah, Ohio State's, they're not what they are in football, obviously, but it's better than Chico State. No offense to Chico State.
DJ and PK.
#golf.
Live Golf sued for more than $1 million by a technology company alleging unpaid bills. One more warning shot about the future of Live. Doesn't really sound like Live is arguing it either. They're not paying it, so you got to sue them, but they're not really arguing that they're behind on the cash. DJ and PK.
#NHL.
Barrett Hayton meeting with the media, relieved after the Utah Mammoth matched the offer sheet. He is back for another year. And if you missed his long conversation with Cole Bagley, get it wherever you get your podcasts. It's up on YouTube. It's up on KSLSports.com. It is available lots of places.
Yeah, he wants to be back. He wanted to be back. He was relieved. This is where he wanted to be. But the system required him to do what he needed to do there and go forth on that.
Get an offer.
Yeah, and so they match it, and he'll come back and be part of the nucleus, and away we go. A couple months away now.
See how this season goes for him individually and the group, and then he'll be back and be a restricted free agent next season. 1 year, $4.775 million. What is trending? Brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. All right, DJ and PK, we're taking a break. When we come back, it is time for the question of the day. That is next. Stay with us.